Hi everyone and welcome to Module 5. In Module 5, we're going to be reading Chapter 8. Let's go over the setup of what we're going to see for this week. For this week, look at the Week 5 overview. It's going to be going over Chapter 8. Here's the instructor guidance video that you're watching right now. Here's about 5 or 6 videos that you'll find very helpful to understanding the role of perfect competition. The PowerPoint is right here. Here's the Chapter 8 teaching summaries that I think you'll find very helpful. The Week 5 ancillary materials. My Econ Lab number 2. Now right here, this is just a placeholder. So you will go to My Econ Lab to complete My Econ Lab number 2. And this will assist where it's due. It'll be due by Saturday night, just like your other assignments. Now, for this week, you're going to have 25 multiple choice questions, and let's go over some of the questions that you might see. A price taker. A price taker is what a perfectly competitive firm is focused on. Improvement in technology, looking at how it affects cost and output. Profit maximizing, how does that define the relationship between total revenue and total cost? Economic rents, are they counted toward economic cost or accounting cost? Question 6. Firms often use patents. Why do they use a patent? Owners and managers, what is the conflict between those two roles? If you're in a perfectly competitive firm and you double its output, what happens to the profit? Make sure to realize that the cost, the price stays the same. Demand curve for a perfectly competitive firm, how is that illustrated? What is the supply curve for a perfectly competitive firm? Why do firms operate together to make a profit? When you look at perfect competition, you're looking at information that everyone knows. What does that mean? Question 13. Goal of maximizing. What is the goal of maximizing in the short run? Question 14. Businesses that are jointly owned and operated by members. What is that? Question 15. Looking at cooperatives. Question 16 is looking at the difference between condominiums and cooperative housing. Question 17 is looking at producer surplus. Producer surplus is anything below the price and above the supply curve. Question 18 is looking at the shutdown decision. Shutdown decision is looking at the lowest point of the AVC. Question 19 is looking at producer surplus and when it equals economic profit. What does that mean? Question 20, when a marginal cost increases with output, what happens to producer surplus? Question 21, you have an imposition of an output tax. How does that affect the competitive industry? Question 22, what happens to the elasticity and producer surplus? Question 23, producer surplus is equal to what? And then question 24 and 25 are going to be a multiple part question. You'll want to focus on each part of the question to figure out what they're looking at. And if you have any questions, let me know. But for this week, we're going to be looking at competitive markets and the role of competitive markets and how they make decisions. You'll know that price maximization occurs where MR equals MC. So you'll want to focus that. You want to focus on price maximization, and price maximization is very important. It'll look at the difference between the cooperative and condominiums and the analysis between those. But when you look at a perfectly competitive firm, you're looking at a market where there's Many buyers and sellers selling very similar products, basically identical products, and they struggle to differentiate their products, which means they're going to have to take the market price. Those are some of the concepts we're going to be looking at this week, but make sure to complete all your work by Saturday as I look forward to your effort.